Yes, so all right, you've got this girl's number, right? I don't know how you got it, but you now well, finally you have a number. So she's at least probably more interested in you. So for her to be more and more interested in you, I'm going to tell you some stuff that you should do when texting her, because I don't want you to be the type of guy that chance on ladies, they give you their number, and then when you are texting her, it looks dull, and at the end of the day she loses interest. So let's see what I think you should do as a man. Okay, it is my favorite opinion, and it depends on the type of woman again you are talking to, and hopefully that works for you. Okay, so welcome back to my channel. My name is Agdad. Feel free to subscribe. We all say that communication is key, right? And the easy way to communication is actually texting, because it helps you detach and pretty much what plan a little more on what you are going to say. Yes, it's a lot easier now that we can, text, because over the phone you would have to answer real quick, or probably reply real quick. But with text messages, you have time to think, time to strategize on what you are going to text. I think it's a lot better. Again, what you have to bear in mind is that everybody wants the chase. Women want to chase a guy, so you gotta, make yourself available as the price. All right. So fine, you got a girl's phone number, and now your question to me is: should you text first or you should not? But I think it is up to you. You can text first, but if she text you first, that's a little better. So sometimes you want to, wait a little bit and hope that she's going to text you. So without further ado, let's jump right into it on the tips I have for you concerning this. So tip number one, say that she texts you and says, "Hi, what's up?" Whatever she texts, do not, I repeat, do not respond right away. Most women play games, so you have to read your woman. You have to, see what type of woman she is. Is she the type that is, gonna play games, or is she the type that's gonna be straight to the point? Okay, if she's going to be the type that play games and you want to go that route and still pursue her, when she texts, you do not respond right away. So let's say maybe you're at home, you are doing something, you are working on yourself, maybe you are playing video games. Even if you are not working on yourself, you are busy while you see her text. Just don't stop, okay? Keep at it, and once you are done, maybe you will respond. Or let's say you are about to, have some lunch. Don't stop eating to just reply the message. Just keep eating. Keep going on with your life. Maybe you are with your friends, for sure, do not respond. Let her feel you are busy. You gotta let her wonder a little bit. Why is it taking you so long to answer? Because women think that you are supposed to respond, to it, let's say 5 minutes, right? But if you take longer than that, then the mind is going to start wondering. So what's he doing? Does he really like me? Is he with another girl? That thought keeps running in their head. Is he really busy, or is he ignoring me? Is he sleeping? They are just going to start wondering. And so I would say you can take about 30 minutes to an hour to initiate the text. It's better off. Okay, I think it's better. Do not have your messages on read where she can see that you read the message, because right there, if you open the message and you didn't respond, she's going to be like, "Wow, are you playing with me?" Just have it like delivered, so she doesn't know. She knows that you received it, but she doesn't know you've read it. Once you respond, when she receives the message, your message is more valuable. Because do you know how many men, especially if she's a pretty girl, that text her? Probably a lot. So just you being a little different, your value just went up. And that has no direct relation with how you look or who you are, right? It's just women want to be desired. So if you show her something different that other men don't do, she's going to start wondering, wait, is he busy? What is he doing to talk to me? They are not going to like that. And because they are not going to like that, they are going to want you more, because they feel you have a value. Maybe you're real busy at something, maybe not, okay? Maybe you are not that thirsty for her. So now she's going to feel like she has to do a little bit more work, because now she feels like you are the price. She's not the price anymore. And she feels the need to what? Chase you. She needs you. And she feels like there's something about you, because you are not thirsty like those other guys who actually chance on her. So right there, just by not responding right away or not jumping on your phone, you've just actually differentiated yourself from other people. Right there, you are winning by not even doing anything. Right there, you are different and you're on top of the list because you didn't respond right away. And do not be stressed about, during the time that you were not responding to begin with, because you are really doing something else, and then you shouldn't, be stressed thinking that she's going to be mad at you, going to forget about you. No, She's not thinking none of that, okay? Actually, she is thinking more about you because it's like she's crazy over you whilst you are not responding, whilst you are, busy playing video games, you are eating. Yes, so that works in your favor. Tip number two, after you break the first message, if she responds back, do not do the hour again because now you are maxing it up. And especially if she's attractive, she's going to feel like, okay, now you are playing games with her because you took an hour to respond to the initial text, which means that you are going to take an hour to respond to the next. So you're probably not interested in her. That's what she's thinking. You are not serious, and that might, work against you. So I think just take 5 or 10 minutes max, all right, in between each text for the initial one, for the hour which you did initially is cool. And again, it depends on the type of woman you are dealing with because for women that is interested in you, if you play those type of games with her, it's going to be a turn off because she's going to say, look at me, he's too busy, he's not responding, he's not available, and I'm good, I'm opting out. That is a turn off, okay? But with regular girls or girls who don't value time wasting in a way, that's gonna work for them. You can make her wait, right? So tip number three, one of the biggest rule in texting path is do not double text, okay? I mean, you might send a text or two because you are trying to explain something to her, which is totally fine. But do not double text because she didn't respond and then you are, trying to send a whole bunch of messages just for her to respond. If she is not responding, do not over pursue because the person you are trying to over pursue is going to look at you as somebody that's lower than her and she's not going to be that interested in you, okay? If you over pursue, if you over text, that means you don't have options. You are stuck on her and you need to get her because you don't have any other person to go after. And that shows how thirsty you are, in my opinion. And it's a turn off for women, all right? Tip number four, if a woman takes longer time to respond to you, do not ever be emotional about it because to her, again, is a turn off. I'm not saying that she is right, but if you are complaining about how long, it takes her to respond to your text messages, or I believe you get what I mean. So the important part to know is what to text her because, yeah, you waited and now your value is just at the top because you didn't text, right? Tip number one, never set a date on the initial text. No, you got to be a little mysterious, as I always say. Don't really be so thirsty to see her as soon as you send that first text because that means you are thirsty. The fact that you are not asking her out as soon as you start texting her, she's gonna push a little bit or a little further just for you to ask her out. So eventually, yeah, you can ask her out, right? Also, while you are texting, I think you should show your personality, show that you are funny a little bit. Also, have something important to say by planning. Meaning, you always text what with a purpose. So, for instance, you can text her and say, "Hey, I was just checking up on you. I hope today will be a productive day for you." Because when you ask too many questions, it will become, kind of like needy in a way because you need responses right there. If you send her that text, she's gonna think, okay, you are thinking about her and you don't need a response for it right away. So most likely she's going to respond. That's the rule here, okay? And tip number three, if you initiate a text Monday and she responds and she replies you and say, oh, have a productive day, you too. At night, do not text her, to be asking, so was your day productive or not? How did it go? No, do not engage. Let her reach back to you. Maybe on Tuesday, maybe she will text you, good morning, have a good day, all right? Maybe if she hasn't initiated the next line of action text, do not text. Just wait, sit back a little bit and wait till she replies. Or you can probably text other people and go do your normal stuff, okay? And the next day comes around, she hasn't, texted. I believe by Wednesday, when it comes around, she's going to text. Allow her and do not, double initiate the same as you do double text, right? She needs to play a part and she actually needs to, show some interest because it's going to be a relationship or something like a bond. You don't have to do all the work because then she's going to feel like she doesn't have to do anything at all. You got other things to do, right? And you don't have to waste your time with somebody that's not, initiating a text or checking up on you or nothing. What I have realized is that some women fall in love with uncertainty. They don't like to know exactly what's going on or what's going to happen. They are going to fall in love with you because you are unpredictable. That's what they are looking for. Just by surprising her with a lot of things she hadn't thought you are going to do, you just do it. They never know what's going to happen with you, okay? They are always on their toes, making sure you are not going to leave her tomorrow. They don't play with that. If they feel like, They can lose you at any time. That is when they are going to give you the most respect because they want to stay, they want to be with you. Tip number 4, when you want to, finally set a day to meet her, you should ask her, what are your schedules, on this weekend? Because asking her, hey, let us meet on Friday, and she says, can we do it on Saturday? And then you accept and say, yeah, we can do it on Saturday. It means that Friday you had nothing going on, and on Saturday you had nothing going on as well. It's better to ask her exactly what her schedules are so that she tells you and you know when you are free to, meet up, right? But if you tell her when you can meet, she tells you, I might be available. And when a girl tells you, I might be available, ask her what that means. She might be playing with you, and I know depending on the type of woman, sometimes they want to play a little bit. And if you know you have nothing going on, possibly you can switch your schedules and see her, right? That makes your value what stays up. As long as your value stays up, she's going to want you more. Okay, once you start going down, respect is also what draining. The want and the chase is actually going to what vanish, and she's going to disappear forever. Tip number 5, you have to be clear to her that you guys are not parties. You are not becoming friends, but you are rather trying to pursue a romantic relationship. So do not just talk. People do say that you got to know each other for quite a while before you get into a relationship. Or we'll get to know each other when we guys see each other, right? Because through the text, there's really not much for you to say or talk about. So you cannot get what you expect from her through the text. The texting is really like for your first stages where you guys are using the text to, end up seeing each other. It's like a business center. So that's pretty much the point of texting at this point. Again, something that women really want and they want, admit is that they want to be directed. They want you to lead them. They want you to tell them where you guys are going to be, okay, where you guys are, what you guys are going to do. I can pick you up at this time and all that. Just tell her. And if she has some complaint about that, if she tells you, oh, I can't do that, I can do it at this time, well, you know what to do. You can turn around, and if that works with you, you can come back and say, yeah, that's fine. That time is possible. You have to take the initiative. That's what I'm saying. You got to show her that you are going to be the one leading. You're going to be the one, deciding, and she's just going to, follow through with that. So through the text, you can still show your personality until you see her. And then from that onwards, the text is going to be a little more different. But until then, don't just talk about your whole life and all that you've been through. No, they don't care. Because she needs to know if she, wants to get to know you, because all the texting you are doing right now, she don't even know if she likes you in person as much as you are kind of, wasting her time, or you are wasting your own time texting her and all of that, right? She might not even want to hear because she don't want to be with you at the end of the day. So save all of that. But again, make sure that you are doing the proper stuff with the proper woman. My name is Agdad.